Welcome back to Space Cadets Away Missions. This, I'm pretty sure, is going to be the conclusion. Up first in this episode is Annie Fletcher, who is sitting in here in the elevator area. Of course, the first thing we do on a turn is we must explore or flip over the closest unflipped tile, which is going to be this one. So there's a discovery token and, of course, our favorite aliens. And we have this tile here to be placed. What do we have for discovery token? We have the proton blade. Okay. And the proton blade, if I recall, is like a lightsaber. And here it is. It gets 2 charges. Weapon required attacks, action, or you have to use a weapons attack action. Success, 1 hit, +1 alien blood. Overkill, / +1 hit to any alien in tile or 1 alien blood. So you get a lot of alien blood. Roll 6 dice to hit and can actually do 2 damage. 1 for the first hit and 1 for overkill. Good for taking out sentinels. What is in here though? 2 saucermen and a bug. Okay, 2 saucermen and a bug. Wow, the saucermen are alerted to our presence. They are trying to stop us. 2 saucermen. And we get a bug, and of course there's a vent right here in the elevator shaft, so a bug is going to appear here. All right, that is that. And now Annie Fletcher has an extremely cunning plan. She's going to use her all 3 actions, first, second, and third, to use the heat ray. It has 3 charges, so she's going to use it 3 times, permanently destroy or seal 1 hatch in line of sight. So very quickly, she's going to use all 3 charges on the heat ray. She's going to seal 1, 2, 3 of the entryways into the elevator. Basically, that's just going to block off all aliens from entering the elevator. So they've sealed themselves in with the heat ray. And these are not going to be removed at the end of the turn. These are permanent. They're permanently sealed. To top all that off, Annie has 4 oxygen. She's going to use 1 to do 1 extra attack because we can't use the elevator until all the aliens are out of there. You have to be alone in the elevator, and then you have to activate it to escape this mission. She's going to attack the bugs with her ray gun. She's going to be rolling 5 dice. Attacking the bugs. Let's go to the dice tray and see what she can do. And yes, I totally forgot. I mentioned it in the last episode. Our professor is going to get a dominated brain in a jar card because I was going brain dead myself there at the end of the last episode. The professor had an extra overkill when he subdued the brain in a jar, and I couldn't figure out what to do with it, but you can dominate the brain in a jar with an overkill. So that's what's happening. All right, back to Annie Fletcher. She is rolling 5 dice. She's attacking the bugs. And she gets, oh, this is most excellent. She gets 2 hits. 1 is going to kill the first bug. And the overkill for the bugs, if we want to take a look. Well, let's go back to the board and then we'll process that overkill and we'll see how it works. All right, looking at the bugs, we're going to use the bug overkill ability, which is exterminate. Kill 1 bug in range and line of sight. Well, there's another bug in the sealed room, so she will just get rid of it. And that's it. That's the end of her turn. So the only thing left in this room now is a thrall. And if we get lucky and we don't get any more bugs, I think our professor may have enough activations or actions left to get rid of whatever's in that room and activate the elevator, which would be for the win. But now it is the professor's turn. He must reveal the closest tile, which is this one. It's going to have some aliens on it, a discovery token, and of course this is the other decoy. So we know that it's not the elevator because we've already found it. All right, we're going to put this tile on here, and away we go. And what do we get for a discovery token? We might as well have a look. We get the, whoops, as it's upside down here. What is this thing? It is the force field belt. All right, the force field belt. I think it's pretty self-explanatory as to what it is. It's a force field belt, and it needs to be researched to be able to be used, but I don't think we're going to be picking it up anyway. It would have 3 charges on it. Cancel 1 hit. This item may be used multiple times per turn. So this is the first card we've seen that has this icon on it. If it has this on it, it means you have to do an IQ, like a research action. I think that's what it's called. No, analyze discovery item. It's an analyze discovery item. So you must do an analyze action before you can use it. But we're not going to get in that situation in this playthrough. Okay, yes, we have to look at the aliens. Let's not see any bugs, but we get some bugs. Okay, we can deal with it. Saucerman, Thrall, and Bug. All right, another Saucerman. We get another Thrall and a Bug, and the Bug is going to show up in the elevator because we have a vent in here. All right, can we escape? It is the Professor's turn. He has 3 actions. So for a non-combat action, he's going to try and subdue the Thrall. He has an IQ of 5. He has a Dominated Brain in a jar, giving him an IQ of 6. He's going to use his last charge on the Ionoscope, which gives him a +1 automatic success to any IQ dice rolls. So it's the last charge for that. So the Thrall is automatically subdued because of that. So we'll just get rid of it. We'll go to the dice tray anyway and roll his 6 dice just to see what happens. All right, we already have an automatic success. So the Thrall has been subdued. Doesn't matter what we roll here. Oh my word. Are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3, 4 overkills. 4 overkills. I can't remember. Let's go back to the board. That's ridiculous. I don't think we're going to be using any of them. Wow. 4, count them, 4 overkills on a Thrall. What is an overkill on a Thrall? Overkill options, there aren't any on Thrall. So basically the only thing he can do is override, and that's 1 free open hatch action or use lock hatch ability once either. Either may be done at any range and ignoring line of sight. He can basically lock 4 hatches anywhere in this ship. But he's not going to bother because we're sealed in, which means aliens, bugs, nobody can move through a sealed hatch and nobody can shoot through a sealed hatch. So these guys are locked in place. He has 2 actions remaining. He can spend 1 action for an oxygen cube. I don't think we have too much of an issue. He's going to use his his second action to shoot at the 1 bug. Let's go to the dice tray, roll 5 dice for the ray gun, and see if he can blow that bug away. All right, bug, let's see if you're going to be exterminated. And we got actually 2 hits. Back to the board. We don't have a problem. So the bug has been blown away by the ray gun. I do believe we may have a win. All right, well, that was the Professor shooting the bug. We have no alien presence in the elevator at all now. The Professor still has 1 action remaining, and he can use an oxygen cube to take another action. But he only needs 1 action because to use the elevator, 1 action point to use, our Professor throws the switch on the elevator. Our first officer, Annie Fletcher, and our Professor have subdued, well, actually, we've subdued 7 Thralls. I forgot all about. We would get 1 more wire token. So we have 7 wire tokens. We've activated the elevator. We've gotten out of here. And we even sealed all of the hatches leading to the elevator room. So the aliens are going to take a long time to cut their way through. So yes, we ended in a win. Boy, I didn't know. I thought this was a pretty tough scenario, but I got pretty darn lucky on dice rolls all the way through this playthrough, so that's helped a lot. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. This is Space Cadets Away Missions. This was only the 2nd scenario. There's 20 in the base game, if you can believe that, called Escape from the Slave Saucer, and we managed to escape from the Slave Saucer and win the game. So thanks once again so much for watching along. Thanks for your subscriptions, your likes, your comments. Really appreciated. So join me next time when I'll be doing a complete playthrough of another board game, dice game, or card game series. So thanks once again so much, and I'll catch you in the next full series.